The fall of humanity. The galaxy had always been a place of endless wonders and dangers, full of powerful civilizations and ancient alien races, but in the eyes of the galaxy's leaders, Earth was nothing more than a small, forgotten planet, hidden in the far corner of the universe. Humanity, with its wars, struggles, and primitive technology, was considered weak, unworthy of the stars. One by one, the powerful races of the galaxy came together to decide the fate of humanity. They saw Earth as a failed experiment, a species that had no place in the greater cosmic community, and so, they made their decision. Without hesitation or mercy, they cast humanity out, no warning, no second chances, just a cold, harsh exile. Humanity's once great civilizations were brought down to their knees. The great cities that had once been symbols of progress were now crumbling ruins. The advanced technology that humanity had built was now lost or scattered. The people were left to survive on a planet abandoned by the universe, forgotten by everyone. But what the aliens didn't know was that humanity's greatest strength wasn't in their technology or their power, it was in their resilience, in their ability to survive against all odds, in the hearts of every human who refused to give up, no matter how dark the days seemed. On Earth, the people didn't fall apart, they didn't surrender, they rebuilt, quietly, in the shadows, with everything they had learned from their past mistakes. Humanity's will to survive was stronger than ever. They began to create things the universe had never seen. Hidden in the deepest corners of the planet, away from prying eyes, they gathered strength. At first, the aliens didn't notice, they thought Earth was just a forgotten planet, a lost cause, but as the years passed, strange signals began to appear in the galaxy, signals that came from Earth, signals that were unlike anything the galaxy had ever encountered. The aliens ignored them, thinking they were just another failed attempt from a dying world, but they were wrong. The humans were learning. They were growing stronger, they were developing technology that no one, not even the greatest alien minds, could understand, and they were doing it all in secret, deep beneath the surface of Earth, hidden from the universe that had cast them aside. And then, one day, the universe would hear Earth's name again, and when it did, it would not be a quiet, forgotten planet, it would be a force, a hidden empire that was rising, ready to take back everything they had lost, ready to show the universe that casting humanity out was the greatest mistake they would ever make. But that was still far in the future. For now, Earth was still quiet, still hidden, and still rebuilding, but every human knew that one day, the time would come, the time when humanity would rise up and take its place among the stars once more, and when that day came, the galaxy would be forced to remember the name of Earth. Humanity had been exiled, but it was far from defeated, it was just getting started. The secret empire awakens. As the years passed, the galaxy continued on, unaware of the quiet stirrings on Earth, the once forgotten planet, now a dark secret in the corner of the universe, but beneath the surface of Earth, something incredible was happening, something the galaxy would soon regret overlooking. Humanity's exile had been painful, but it had sparked a new fire in the hearts of its people. They had learned from their mistakes, their failures, and they had used those lessons to create something beyond the imagination of the galaxy's rulers, hidden away in secret cities built deep underground and inside mountains. Humanity's greatest minds worked tirelessly, combining their old technologies with new, stolen knowledge, creating machines and systems unlike anything seen before. The world's leaders, unknown to the rest of the galaxy, had formed an alliance, a secret government, an empire that had no borders, no official name, and no presence on the galactic stage. This was an empire built on the strength of humanity's greatest weapon, their ability to adapt, to learn, and to survive. They had taken the remnants of their once great civilizations and forged them into something stronger, something unseen. At first, the empire's leaders focused on gathering resources, hidden in plain sight. From the natural wealth of Earth to the forgotten technologies of their past, they mined deep into the core of the planet, extracting materials that had been thought useless. They scavenged old ruins and lost cities, rebuilding and repurposing everything they found. The people worked in secret, building the foundations of a powerful force that no one could yet imagine. Earth's cities, once thought of as crumbling, now stood as hubs of innovation, fortified and ready to defend themselves if needed. But the humans didn't just want to survive anymore, they wanted to thrive, to be more than just a forgotten race. They wanted revenge, and they wanted to show the universe that casting them aside had been a grave mistake. Then, the first signs of their growing power began to reach the galaxy. Small at first, strange signals began to appear on the edges of galactic maps. At first, the galaxy ignored them, dismissing them as a glitch, an oddity, a side effect of the universe's many mysteries, but the signals were intentional. They were humanity's first message to the universe, a warning. A message that Earth was not the broken planet it had once been, that the exiled humans had been learning, and now, they were ready to show their strength. The aliens, still unaware of the true scale of what was happening on Earth, began to take notice. At first, it was only small rumors, whispers of an unknown power rising from the ashes of a destroyed world, but as the signals grew stronger, as Earth's strange inventions began to appear in the far reaches of space, the galaxy started to question, had humanity truly been defeated? Or had the exiled planet been hiding something far greater than anyone had expected? One by one, alien fleets and governments began to investigate, to search for any trace of what was happening on Earth. They sent spies, agents, and scouts to monitor the planet, but Earth was too well hidden, too secretive. The humans had learned how to protect themselves, how to stay in the shadows, and every attempt to uncover Earth's hidden empire failed. Each time the aliens came closer, they found nothing but empty ruins, no sign of the growing force that was being quietly built. But the humans knew that soon, the galaxy would come for them. The rumors were spreading, and the time for secrecy was ending. The hidden empire that humanity had built was growing too large, too powerful to remain hidden for long, and when the time came, they would reveal themselves to the universe, not as the weak, forgotten planet they had once been, but as the greatest force the galaxy had ever known. The rise of Earth's secret empire had begun, and the universe would soon understand that humanity was not a race to be ignored. Earth had been cast out, but it was now ready to take its place among the stars. And when the galaxy finally saw the true power of Earth's hidden empire, they would know that their mistake had cost them everything. Revenge in the stars. The time for hiding was over. The galaxy had underestimated humanity for far too long, and now, Earth's hidden empire was ready to strike. The power that had been silently brewing beneath the surface was about to be unleashed, and when the universe witnessed humanity's revenge, they would understand the cost of exile. For years, humanity had built in the shadows, creating technology, weapons, and strategies that surpassed anything the galaxy had ever seen. Now, the first strike was coming, and it would shake the very foundations of the universe. The alien races that had cast humanity out, those who thought they could forget Earth's existence, were about to face the consequences of their mistake. It began with a single ship, a sleek, black vessel that appeared without warning on the edges of a major alien spaceport. The ship's name was unknown, but its message was clear: Earth has returned. The ship was humanity's first act of rebellion, a symbol of their strength, and it didn't come alone. Behind it, a fleet of warships, each one more advanced than anything the galaxy had ever seen, emerged from the shadows, each one powered by Earth's hidden technologies, each one ready to show the galaxy the strength of the exiled planet. The first alien fleet to encounter the human ships was sent to investigate the mysterious signal. They had no idea what awaited them. At first, the alien ships saw nothing, just the silence of space, but then, without warning, the Earth fleet struck, a precise, overwhelming attack that left the alien ships scattered and burning. The speed, precision, and sheer firepower of humanity's attack was unlike anything the galaxy had ever witnessed. It was a battle that the aliens were not prepared for. And it ended in a complete victory for Earth. The news spread like wildfire across the galaxy. The exiled humans had returned, and they were not the weak, primitive species that had been cast out years ago. They were a force to be reckoned with. Their ships, their weapons, their strategies were all far beyond what the galaxy had ever imagined. Humanity had learned, adapted, and now, they were taking their revenge. But this was only the beginning. Humanity's true power wasn't just in their technology or their weapons, it was in their will to fight, in their refusal to be defeated. The galaxy had thought they could wipe out humanity, thought they could exile them and erase them from history, but they had forgotten one thing: humanity never gives up, no matter the odds, no matter how dark the days become, humanity always finds a way to rise. The humans didn't stop with just one victory, they continued their relentless assault, hitting alien outposts, stations, and fleets, each attack more calculated, more devastating than the last. They sent messages with every strike: you exiled us, but now we will take what is ours. Humanity wasn't just fighting for survival, they were fighting for their place in the universe, fighting to reclaim their dignity, their pride, and their future. As the attacks continued, the once proud alien races began to panic. They had no idea how to stop humanity's rise, no idea how to face the power that had been hiding in the shadows, and for the first time, they began to question everything they thought they knew about Earth and its people. Was humanity truly a weak species, or had they been holding back something far greater than the galaxy had ever imagined? In the darkest corners of the galaxy, whispers began to spread, stories of Earth's secret empire, of the power that humanity had unlocked, and of the revenge that was coming for those who had cast them aside. No longer was Earth a forgotten planet, no longer was it a place to be ignored. Earth had become a name that the galaxy would fear, and humanity was only just getting started. The exiled humans had struck, and the universe would never be the same again. The battle for the universe. The universe had never seen anything like it. The once unified galaxy now faced an enemy it could neither understand nor predict. Earth's hidden empire, built in the shadows, had emerged with an overwhelming force, and no one was safe from their wrath. The galaxy's greatest powers, once confident in their superiority, now found themselves scrambling to adapt, to respond to a threat that had come from the most unexpected of places. For centuries, the galactic races had dominated the stars, each one holding power, influence, and control over vast regions of space, but the rise of Earth's empire shattered that illusion. Humanity's ships, faster and more advanced than anything the galaxy had, cut through the stars like a blade through silk, their weapons capable of devastating entire fleets in mere moments. And their strategies were unlike anything the galaxy's commanders had ever prepared for. This was no longer a war, it was a redefinition of power. The first major battle occurred on the edge of the Andromeda sector, an area once thought to be safe from any outsider threat. An alien alliance, composed of the most powerful races in the galaxy, decided to launch a counterattack to reclaim their lost ground. They gathered their best fleets, their greatest warships, and their most experienced commanders to face what they believed would be a simple victory. They had no idea what awaited them. As they entered the sector, they encountered nothing but silence, an eerie calm that seemed to stretch across the void. The alien fleets moved cautiously, scanning for any sign of humanity's ships, but they found nothing, and then, without warning, Earth's fleet appeared, emerging from behind asteroids, from hidden gas clouds, and from within the very shadows of space itself. The humans had set a trap. The battle was unlike anything the galaxy had seen before, a true war of attrition, with Earth's ships picking off alien vessels one by one, their advanced weaponry cutting through enemy shields like a knife through butter. The aliens tried to regroup, to counterattack, but it was already too late. Earth's fleet was relentless, a tide of fury that could not be stopped. In the chaos, Earth's flagship, a massive warship named the Resurgence, led the charge, its weapons capable of devastating entire fleets. It fired its main cannon, a shot so powerful that it obliterated the core of an alien command ship in a single blast. The galaxy watched in disbelief as humanity's empire displayed a power they had never imagined. The alien alliance tried to hold their ground, but they were no match for Earth's sheer might. The battle raged for hours, and in the end, the alien forces were forced to retreat. Broken and battered, they had underestimated humanity, thinking their advanced fleets and superior numbers would guarantee their victory, but humanity had proven them wrong. Earth's empire was not only capable of defending itself, it was capable of conquering, of reshaping the very balance of power in the galaxy. And so, the news of humanity's victory spread like wildfire across the stars. The once unimaginable notion of a hidden empire from Earth was now a terrifying reality. No longer was humanity seen as a weak, exiled species. They were a force to be feared, a species that had learned, adapted, and risen to take back what had been stolen from them. But even in victory, the humans knew that the war was far from over. The galaxy's powers were regrouping, preparing for the next confrontation, and Earth's empire would need to grow stronger, more united, if they were to secure their place among the stars. The galaxy had underestimated Earth once, but it would not make the same mistake twice. Humanity's rise was unstoppable, and the universe would soon learn the true cost of exiling humanity. The final reckoning. The galaxy had never seen a war like this, and now, it stood at the brink of its greatest conflict. Earth's hidden empire had emerged from the shadows, striking with a power that left the universe reeling. But even in the face of victory, humanity knew that their journey was far from over. they had won battles, taken worlds, and shattered the galaxy's pride, but the final reckoning was yet to come. As Earth's empire expanded, the galaxy's greatest powers, those who had cast humanity out, began to unite in desperation. They recognized the threat humanity posed and the power they now wielded. No longer could they afford to stand divided. The alien fleets began to gather, preparing for a final confrontation that would determine the future of the galaxy. All eyes turned to Earth, to the heart of this growing empire that had once been forgotten. Humanity, however, was prepared. They had learned from every mistake, every battle, and every lost opportunity. Their fleet was stronger than ever, their technology even more advanced, but it wasn't just their ships or weapons that made them powerful, it was their spirit, their unyielding determination to reclaim what had been taken from them, and to reshape the galaxy into something new, something more just, where humanity would not just survive, but thrive. The final battle began in the heart of the galaxy. On a battlefield unlike any before, the alien forces arrived in a massive fleet, larger than anything Earth had faced. The stakes had never been higher, and the universe held its breath as the two forces prepared to collide. The vastness of space became their arena, the stars their witnesses. Earth's flagship, the Resurgence, led the charge once again, its massive cannons charged with energy, ready to unleash devastation upon the approaching enemy. Behind it, the Earth fleet positioned itself in a perfect formation, a coordinated attack that had taken years to perfect. Every ship, every pilot, every soldier knew their role, knew what was at stake. The battle began with a thunderous clash, a storm of laser fire, energy blasts, and missiles. The galaxy's greatest powers were relentless, throwing everything they had at Earth's forces, but humanity was ready. They fought with a fury that only comes from those who have nothing left to lose. Their ships darted through the battlefield with incredible speed, outmaneuvering the alien forces at every turn. Their technology was unmatched, their tactics flawless. As the battle raged on, Earth's forces pressed forward, inch by inch, tearing through the enemy lines, their fleet cutting through the galactic forces like a blade through paper. But the enemy refused to back down. The battle stretched on for hours, the darkness of space lit up by the flashes of battle, ships falling, fleets being wiped out, but Earth's empire held strong. And then, just when it seemed that victory was within reach, a single ship, an ancient, colossal alien dreadnought, emerged from the depths of the galaxy. It was the flagship of the Alien Alliance, the last hope of the galaxy's remaining powers. Its weapons could destroy entire planets, and it was heading straight for Earth's capital ship, the Resurgence. In that moment, everything came to a standstill. The fate of the galaxy, the fate of Earth's empire, rested on the outcome of this final clash. Humanity's leaders knew what had to be done. They had prepared for this moment their entire lives. The battle for the galaxy had come down to this one final, desperate act. With a coordinated strike, the Earth fleet surrounded the dreadnought, launching their most powerful weapons at once. The Resurgence fired its main cannon, a beam of energy so strong that it split the heavens, and with one final, blinding flash of light, the alien dreadnought was destroyed, its once mighty hull shattered into nothingness. The galaxy fell silent as the smoke cleared, and Earth's fleet emerged victorious. The battle was over, and humanity had won. The universe had been forced to acknowledge the truth. It had underestimated humanity, it had exiled them, cast them aside, and thought they were nothing more than a forgotten species. But Earth's empire had risen, and now, it was unshakable. The galaxy would never be the same again. Earth's empire was no longer hidden, no longer a secret. It stood proudly in the heart of the universe, its banner flying high, a symbol of humanity's strength, resilience, and determination. No longer would the universe ignore the name of Earth, no longer would humanity be a forgotten race. They had earned their place among the stars. And so, as the dust of battle settled, the universe saw the true power of Earth's hidden empire, a force unlike any other, and with it, the final reckoning had been written in the stars, the story of humanity's rise, its revenge, and its triumph over the galaxy that had once cast them aside.